Some people feel confused and they feel it is wrong, but most of the time, things that you think you know to be true may actually not be true. Now, you find some people think that they know everything about God. They even go to church every Sunday. There's this particular one that I know that everyone knows that what they know is true. But I specifically want to articulate this one. People in Africa, people in Asia, people in North America, in every part of the world, they believe in different cultures, traditions, and religion. But there is this one that is well known I'm going to talk about is called the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman, we know that Rome is a territorial city. It is actually a particular country somewhere with its leadership, very known. And they retain the name as the Roman Catholics, meaning that it belongs to the Rome or to the Romans. How does someone in Tanzania, how does someone in Equatorial Guinea, how does someone in Japan feel happy to associate themselves with what they call the Roman Catholics? I pose the question the same time while wondering, would it not have been right to call it the God Church, Jesus Christ Church? Would it specifically have a name of someone or some place which is politically well known? It is for such reasons that some people don't feel associated with going to these churches because they promote agendas of certain people. These religions sometimes, or even most of the time, do not play the roles that they were supposed to play to bring us close or to bring people close to God. That's why you see every church has got a leadership and they report back to the same place. How do you then feel and expect some of us to associate with them? They speak different languages. They want us to adjust to them. And some of them did a very, very terrible act. For example, the most notorious act in Southern Africa during the era of apartheid was orchestrated by the same religion. People killed themselves, people died, and still up to now, there is still war. Those who came to some parts of Africa, they came as tourists, ending up establishing governments. In some countries, you cannot assume a certain leadership position despite of your knowledge in leadership, your education background, as long as you are not a religious person belonging specifically to a certain group. So, I don't think it is a right idea to associate yourself with a certain group, let's say Muslim, Christians. Just believe in what you know, do the right things, and the world will appreciate you. I'm asking myself, to those in Asia, people who believe in Buddhism, people who believe in certain faith and are not specifically Christians or Muslims, let's say the Hindus, there are so many of them. What do you think? Will God be merciless not to grant them the kingdom of heaven, if indeed it exists, simply because they are not Christians? What do Muslims say? That those ones who are not Christians, those ones who are not Muslims, will they not see the kingdom of heaven? Will they not go to Jannah? Christians say, unless you are baptized according to the dictates of Christianity, following and prophesying Jesus Christ, will you not ever be allowed to enter or even to step near the gates of heaven? And the millions of those other people who don't even believe in scriptures like the Bible, what will happen to them? I totally disagree that not being a Christian disqualifies you from entering the kingdom of God. I also disagree that it is only through the Bible, that is the Holy Scriptures or the Quran of Islam, that makes you to understand the basics of faith. These groups were organized and entered into certain religions for a specific purpose. Those goals were attained, and others still fight to attain them. That's why you see in most of those countries, people do economic activities, but they do not mainly associate themselves with the religion. For that and more, I know that if you get to time to know, you will also know what I know. Hey, follow your heart, be happy, do what you know it is right for you, and forget about this heaven thing. How many have been there? How many can testify? You only read the scriptures, or even what you call the scriptures, without even knowing whether indeed they came from God. Well, am I sounding like a crazy person? Maybe. What if you are the one who is